Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new video. It's actually been a really long time. So this is my first video back. I think my last video was in March as I was getting ready to head to Portugal for a few days. I have content from that. I have content from when I got back, when I started a little project in our closet. And then we actually just got back from our trip to Spain and Portugal again, the Taylor Swift concert. So I actually have content from that as well. And I've done nothing with it. I filmed a ton of stuff while we were in Barcelona and I didn't do any voiceovers or anything like that. So I figured this video is gonna be a little bit of a mashup of everything just to kind of catch up. I am just getting ready to head to get my nails done. I feel like I say that in every video that I'm going to get my nails done, but just happens to line up that way this week, but I am gonna head out in about 20 minutes or so. I did have the Taylor Swift nails. They're so grown out. And this one actually had chrome on it, but I picked it off because that's what I do. I break and pick off all my nails. Insert a picture here of the inspiration that I did on Pinterest. I wanted them to look a little bit different to what everybody else does. I wasn't so concerned of the colors being exact, but they are basically a color for each of her albums other than obviously the Tortured Poet, but I feel like that works with the black nail anyway, which is for Reputation. They are super grown out, so I'm gonna go get some summer nails today. And then I'm coming back and just chilling. I'm gonna try to go to the gym. I feel a little bit awkward because I have self-tanner on and it's fading and being really patchy. So I think when I get back, I'm gonna have to scrub this off. We have a massive palm tree getting delivered today at some point. They said between 12 and 4. I'm hoping I'm gonna be home before 12 in case we're the first delivery. We live quite close to Lowe's, which is actually where we ordered it from. So I feel like we could be the first stop or the first couple stops, and it's a giant palm tree. So later today when Andrew gets back from work, we're gonna attempt to put it into the ground. Got quotes for landscaping for a certain area of our yard, and the quotes were absolutely insane. It's just a tiny little area. The last quote I received was $5,000. I literally couldn't believe it. So we ended up obviously not going with them. I mean, this palm tree with delivery was $200. So we thought that was a good deal. And then the rest we're gonna do ourselves. We're gonna install some new bushes, and then we're gonna do some greenery and some floral along the front side of the bushes. And then obviously we have the palm tree as well, and then mulch everything so it looks like the rest of our yard. So maybe I'll set up the camera for that. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit nervous about digging a giant hole. I think the palm tree is like a 26-gallon palm tree, so they say that you need to dig the hole like 2 to 3 times the size. There is kind of an existing hole there from the tree that Andrew just kind of threw dirt in. You can probably kind of use that and then just make it bigger from there. But anyways, enough of the landscaping. We're doing that this evening. But yeah, so I am gonna head to get my nails done. I think while I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna insert the clips that I have from the last few trips, as well as the little closet renovation that I did. Then I'll hop back in at the end in the current day or current week, wherever we end up being, and get on with the rest of the vlog and see how we go. So let's jump in now to my trip to Portugal, and then my trip again to Barcelona and Portugal. Good morning, everyone. I am currently in London. So I just took my first journey over here, which was an 8-hour flight to London before I hop on to another flight to Portugal. I did have about a 7 or 8-hour layover. It's really sunny here, so I'm not getting good lighting as there's a massive window in my room, which I'll show you in a minute. But the first leg of the journey was about 8 hours, and then I have about a 7-8 hour layover. So I checked into the Block Hotel, which is the hotel here in the South Terminal, and I just booked a daily rate. So that just means that I can come in between 9 and 4 p.m. and basically refresh, take a nap. Just got up and changed back into what I was wearing just so I don't have to dirty any of my clothes in my suitcase. But it's about 1 o'clock now, so I'm gonna head to security and go through there. I want to pick up some things at the duty free, and then I'm also going to maybe check out Joe and the Juice for some breakfast slash lunch for me, and then I'm going to head on to my next flight. My next flight is at 4. I think it's about 2 hours and 45 minutes, and then we will be in Portugal. It's really bright here, but I want to quickly show you the room. So the rooms are quite small here, and everything is super clean. We've stayed here now for a few times, and it's just super convenient. It's literally right outside of security. This is the room. So you come in here, you have a couple hooks, and then there is a floor to ceiling mirror, which is really convenient. And then the shower, this is the only, let me turn it on. This is the bathroom. This is the only thing that's a little bit weird, is that the entire bathroom is the shower. So when you're taking a shower, everything gets wet in here, including the toilet and everything. But again, another mirror in here, and then you also have the sink here behind the door. And then this is the bed, so it is pushed against the wall, but then it has a really nice window to overlook. There isn't too much to see out here, but you do occasionally see a plane landing, which is quite cool. And then just a little nightstand. All the controls are here for you to be able to turn off the lights, turn on the AC and things like that. And they also give complimentary water, which I think is really awesome. You know, most hotels don't do that anymore. Usually I will go to the M&S downstairs before I check into the Blog Hotel, but I had breakfast on the plane or something small, so I wasn't really hungry. I really just wanted to get here and get settled and take a nap, so it was nice to have a bottle of water here. I'm gonna head through security and I'm gonna go see if I can grab a Joe and the Juice. So now on to exciting things. I'm standing in the closet because this is the room that I'm doing the little project on. So the other day I was just kind of cleaning around. I did some spring cleaning and I basically reorganized. I think I did this time last year as well. But I basically revamped everything. Andrew was in Las Vegas last week for a convention, so I kind of had a lot of time on my hands. So I kind of reorganized my closet. I pulled out a lot of winter clothes and kind of packed them away, making room for spring and summer. I also did a flip. I'll show you. It's a little dark. Let me see if I can. I also did a little flip, so my dresses are now here on this side. Originally they were in this little corner. Now in this corner I have all of my tops, and then I have all of my gym clothes. I was doing this, I thought that I really just hate how white and pale it is in here. So I have decided to paint it green. It is going to be the same green that you can see here and in our bedroom, which is currently really dark because I haven't opened the curtains. But we are essentially going to paint everything in here green. So all of the cabinet and closet wood is going to be green. The walls are going to be green. I'm also going to be painting the ceiling. I'm then going to put, I think they call them ceiling medallions, around where the light goes, and I'm going to put a really nice pretty chandelier. I couldn't find the perfect chandelier yet, but I think I'm not going to really rush into that. I might go to some like antique shops around here and see if I can find one secondhand versus buying online. There were some really pretty ones on Etsy, but it's kind of hard to get the look and idea of it without actually seeing it in person. But I did pick up some new handles for our drawers. So down here below we have 4 drawers with just some bronze basic handles. When they were installed, that's what they came with. I think now that we're kind of 4 years into living here, it's kind of time for a refresh. Saying that, I have a feeling it's going to take me literally forever to do this. I'm already planning on basically priming everything, all the cabinetry, all the wood, because it's quite of a shiny material. So I want to prime it to make the paint stick. And it's just going to take forever to do all of the shelves and everything. I feel like I'm going to regret this halfway through, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to look awesome. Once everything is fully green, we are eventually, like I've spoken about before, going to change the carpet. I'm going to get rid of the blind that's here, and I kind of put, it's a mess here, but here's the blind all the way up, and I put some cheap Amazon privacy film on there. So I'm basically going to take the blind all the way down. We're going to frame the window like what we did in the guest bathroom when we did that project, just to kind of finish it off. And then we're just going to do a cafe curtain. That way nobody can see in, nobody can see out, and I think that'll look quite pretty. We'll insert... Okay, so you're not going to be able to see too well because, let me see if I can change the brightness. Because it's so early in the morning, the sun is on the other side of the house, so you don't get a lot of light in here. But you can see where everything is kind of a little bit see-through, so I need to do a second coat. The walls look really good because they are just the walls. There's no backing on these closets, so they took the paint really well. I can't get this to... give you a nice color, but the walls took the color really well. So what I'm going to do is just focus on everything that definitely needs a second coat. You can see I kind of did that by hand with a brush down there, but everything kind of needs a second coat. I did the drawers too. I just haven't done this side yet. I'm going to do probably a second coat over this. I'm going to try to reach all the way around here and also do the wall, and then let this all dry while I start taking all my shoes out and everything, kind of just do stuff in sections. Basically, I am running out of space to put all of our stuff. I have a bunch of things down here on the floor in our bedroom, and then I'm using the guest room, so I'm gonna have to start using the office too. That's why I was trying to do it in sections. That's why I was trying to do it in sections so that I didn't take over the whole house. But it's probably just best to get everything out. But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. So far, so good. Let's go walk Cooper. Okay, so the window is gonna have to wait until Andrew gets home. Whoever built our home, anytime they had to put a screw in the wall, whether it was like the plug sockets or the light switches, the handles, all of these blinds, they have decided to strip all of the screws. We found it really, really difficult to switch all the handles in the house because so many of the screws were stripped. Same with like the front door handle. And then even when we went up to put lights up or switch out lights, those screws were stripped. And then the same thing here with the blinds. They've screwed them in so tight that they end up stripping the screw. So I'll have to wait for Andrew to get back so he can help me get those out. Really frustrating. I don't know who was doing this house and if they were even qualified to handle a screwdriver or a drill. But we're gonna work with what we've got. I'm gonna just paint up here, and then when he gets home, he can help me pull those out, and then I'll finish around the window. Yeah.
Gymnastics, but you are kick-ass badass. As we're actually, so Newcastle, I mean, before, or is that quite a...
Yeah, that's why I do what I do now. I don't want
afternoon. It's a few days later now. Yesterday, I finally finished editing all the trip footage and realized this vlog is about 35 minutes long already. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, but I did get my nails done. I don't know if I showed it, so I'm gonna show it now. I just did green, like swigglies, I guess is what you could call it, and then the base, I do hard gels. She just did a white hard gel, so she didn't have to use nail polish, and then she just did the green swigglies over. I actually kept the length as to where they were when I had my Taylor Swift nails, so they are quite long, so I think on my next round I'll obviously just go a little bit shorter, but I think they're quite cute. I also got my hair cut yesterday, so finally cut my hair. I really like the way my bangs look. It really sucks because she's super far away. I really need to find someone who is more local to where I live, but she does such a good job with my bangs, and she's the only person that actually cuts them the way that they need to be cut. Out of all the years that I've had bangs, I think I've had bangs since I was like 14 or 15. There was a point before COVID that I grew them out, but other than that, I've had bangs literally for like a decade. But she is the one person that cuts them the way that I like them. So that's the only thing that I'm holding on to and taking that 40-minute drive to get my hair cut. So I try to make them last as long as possible. I should get them cut like every 4 weeks or so, but sometimes I lengthen it out to like 5 or 6 weeks. But anyways, got my hair cut. I also went to the mall the other day, so I have a little Sephora goodie bag here that I was gonna run through before I end this vlog. And then I also went to Lush, and it's actually really funny because I went the other day after work, and Andrew happened to go during lunch that day because he needed to get some things, a work trip coming up. So he went and actually got me some Lush products too. And I got home before he did, and he had a Lush bag in his hand, and I was like, oh my God, I literally just went to Lush and got things. So they have a whole new like bath bomb collection. I had only bought 6 bath bombs. Andrew bought 10. So at this point I have almost the entire new collection. So I'm not gonna run through it all because it's literally this giant bag. But I'll just pick a few of my favorites just by the smell and the look of them. I won't run through all of them, but I'll just link Lush below because you can go on and see all of their new bath bombs. I think they got rid of a few that they've had for a long time, and they have some new ones. I thought that was kind of funny that we both kind of had the same mindset that day and crossed over without even realizing. But in my little Sephora bag, I just have a few things. So I stocked up on my Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. So this is the new facial cleanser that I use now instead of Purity. I used Purity One Step Cleanser, I think is what it's called, for like the last, I don't know, 7-8 years. But I recently just switched to this one, and I really, really like it. So this is my second bottle of this, so I'm restocking. I want to see if they do like a bigger version, but I got that. Then I also picked up the Touchland Blue Sandalwood Power Mist, which is just like a hand sanitizer. Everybody talks about these. It's not gonna focus, but everybody talks about these, so I figured I would pick one up and put them in my car. It is super expensive. This is literally $10 for 1 fluid ounce, which is kind of nuts, but everyone is raving about them. I know it says on here they're cruelty-free, vegan, all that sort of stuff. So I figured I would give it a go, so I grabbed that. I also picked up a YSL Sheer Shine Color and Care Lip Balm. I think this is one of their new products they came out with, and I did it in the 44B. I was watching someone the other day, and they had the whole new collection of the balms and the lipsticks, and I forgot what lipstick color she liked, but I just remembered the 44B lip balm. It has a really nice case. I think it's really cute with the YSL logo and then the pink color behind it. I don't think the pink color matches the color inside. I think they all are made to look like this. I did use this morning, so I have already put it on, but it has a really nice color and it smells really good too. It doesn't really have a, hold on a second, my cat is literally going crazy. It has a really nice smell to it, which I really, really like. And it doesn't really have a taste to it. It's quite neutral, which is nice, but I do really like the smell. And I like that it just gives a nice tinted color to your lips, so it's perfect for like work or just have in my bag. I'd probably put it over lipstick as well. So I picked that up. That's my first YSL products. I might look online and look at the lipsticks and see if I can find the lipstick that matches this, and it'd be good to kind of have both. Then I ran out of my setting powder, and I was recently using the Sephora version of this, but I ran out of that Sephora one, so I figured I would pick up the Laura Mercier one, and I picked it up just in the simple translucent powder. They have different colors, but I think the one up from this is called Honey, and it's really quite dark, so I just went with the basic color just because I don't use it every day, but I feel like it's good, especially in the summer here in Florida. It gets really hot and humid, and I feel like it's good to use over the summer just to kind of matte your face a little bit. Then I picked up my last two products that are from Quarterly. Now, I was watching, again, a few vloggers that went on their most recent press trip is what you call it, I think, and they were in France, and they were promoting a different product, but it made me think to look into Sephora and see what products they have. The two vloggers that I was watching actually regularly use this product, which is the Beauty Elixir. Basically, you can spray this on your face at any time of the day. It's a nice refresher. It smells really good. It's got a really nice natural fragrance to it. But then it also says on the back of the bottle that to spray it before you put on your moisturizer. So I actually used that today, so there's a little bit gone. But so far so good. I really like the smell of it. I also picked up their Smooth and Glow Oil Elixir. This brand is quite pricey, but I've heard some really good things about this, and I thought it would be quite nice when I do self-tanner, and then I can put this on top just to really make my skin glow. And it also was good for hair, apparently. It's got prickly pear in it, which I really like. I use a lot of the day products that have prickly pear in it as well. I really like that smell, so I'm excited to try that. That's all I picked up from Sephora. It's actually my birthday month, so I was able to, instead of picking up one of like the little sample boxes they give you for your birthday, I actually picked the points option. So now I have enough points that the person who was checking me out said that I can put some of them towards a $100 gift card. I did some research online. Apparently, they only allot so many $100 gift cards in like the rewards section, so you really have to be on top of it and refreshing when they release new rewards and be one of the first people to click it, or you're not gonna get it. She made it sound like you just automatically get the $100 gift card in exchange for the points, but it's one of those things where you have to be like first in. There's only so many, limited quantity. So I've set myself an alarm because apparently they reset the rewards on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9. So I set it for yesterday. Actually, it was Thursday. So I set it for yesterday, and there was no revamping of the gift card. So I've set my alarm again for Tuesday to see if they put the gift card on there. But if not, I'm just gonna regularly check and see kind of when they'll do that. I think that's a nice perk. I mean, they have some nice things on there, but I feel like a $100 gift card is gonna go a little bit further because then I'm able to actually purchase what I want versus just picking from the selection of things. All the good stuff is always sold out, but we'll try and see what we can get. Now for Sephora, Andrew picked up some samples. They always give you little like soap samples. So I have those. Oh my gosh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go through and pick out some of them because there's so many. Okay, I've pulled out a few Lush bath bombs. I'm not gonna name them because I have no idea what their names are, but I will go back and I'll link below the ones that I have picked. And then when I go upstairs to put them all in my bathroom, I'll just quickly do like a time lapse so you can see them all. One that I did really like, and when I was in the store, I was actually the only one in there, so I was just talking to the person and she actually put this in the water and showed me what it looked like. But this is like it almost just looks like a well, it does. It's like the Volkswagen little like retro 70s van, and it has different stars on there, and it smells like sunscreen, like the banana sunscreen. I can't remember which sunscreen that is. If I remember, I'll put it here. But the one that just smells like banana, it's literally this bath bomb. So I picked this up. Probably should have picked up a few more because I really like that one. And then this one I thought was super cute. It's a little like apple car with a worm in it, and they actually are separate, so you could almost treat these as two different bath bombs. This one is really cute. It has pink stars on it. It looks like it's got some blue and yellow like multicolor speckles in it as well, so I feel like it'll be quite nice when you put it in the water. Andrew picked this one up. He said this one was one of his favorites. It's like multicolor. It smells really good. It smells like it might have like rose in it or something like that, some sort of floral scent to it. This one I don't think is new. I kind of feel like I've had this before, or a version of it. Maybe it was a unicorn or something like that, but I feel like I've had this one before. Again, it's just white with multicolor. This one was cool. They called this one the Crackle or the Kraken or something along that lines, and it looks like it's a little baby dragon. Put this down. It looks like a little baby dragon laying in its egg or hatching from its egg, so maybe it's called Crackle. But it even has the imprint of like the egg cracking. It came out with a ton of new ones, so it was really hard to pick 6. So although it's kind of funny, I'm kind of glad that Andrew went too. So now I have 16, and surprisingly, we both picked different ones. So I don't have multiple of the same thing. I literally picked 6 different things to the ones that he picked. It worked out quite nicely. All right, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I think I was talking about the lotion. I just had a delivery for our bushes that we're gonna plant this weekend. I actually went to a nursery today after I cut the grass, and they only had a $75 delivery fee. So it worked out quite nicely because I was ordering a ton of things and I would have had to go back and forth like 3 or 4 times, and my car would have gotten really dirty. So it worked out when they were actually able to deliver today, so it's perfect. I am gonna end this video here. The Euros actually start today. Actually, in about 10 minutes, we have Germany and Scotland playing. So I'm gonna sit and watch that this evening. I am gonna start another video probably literally right after this one. I'm gonna just try to get back into the routine of it. It's been about 3 months since I posted, so I'm kind of excited to jump back in, but it has been a hot minute, so I need to kind of get back into the routine. But thank you so much for watching. I know it was a little bit of a mishmash video, but I still hope that you enjoy it. If you don't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!